I want to let you in on a little mindset energetic hack when you are calling in your next beautiful client or clients. Now, I call this a bit of a hack. I don't love that word, but I like the intention around it, that there is a quick route, a bit of a shortcut to accessing the state, the inner state required to call in your next client. So that's the vibe we are going for. I'm going to pull a card first, and then I'm going to take you through this. So this is my belief balance deck. I created a deck of energy balancing cards using the principles of traditional Chinese medicine theory within kinesiology, which is the framework and the energy, part of the energy work that I do. So 2 cards have jumped out. Which one are we going to go with first? Integration. Oh, they're both central vessel meridian. I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. It's exactly what we're doing. Obviously, we're going to integrate, not to spoil the ending. We're going to integrate your process of how you signed your last client to help you sign your next. It's really good. And then, you know what that's going to do? It's going to clear the overwhelm. The overwhelm of what's my next step? What do I have to be believing about myself? What do I have to think about myself? All of that we're going to clear. We're going to have so much clarity. You're going to have so much clarity about how you sign your next client because we've integrated how you signed your last. So let's get into it. Where's my booklet? Here, under my laptop. Central vessel meridian. I'm going to read this to you. Okay, so we are looking at the central vessel meridian, which runs up the front of our body. It relates to our brain, how we think, how we perceive ourselves and others. It's funny because when I pull my own cards, I'm like, this is so perfect, but it really is. So this is so perfect for this video today because this is exactly what we're doing. So we are looking at how we think and perceive ourselves and others, as well as how centered and secure we feel within ourselves. This meridian is associated with feelings of overwhelm, shame, and confusion, as well as feeling centered and secure in ourselves. If you pull a central meridian card, and we have just pulled 2, you might be feeling overwhelmed. You might be feeling a little bit confused. There might be some shame. You might be feeling a little bit disconnected from yourself or from an element of something that you're working towards, or even a little bit insecure within yourself. So when balanced, it supports our yin energy. It's a call to energetically stand up. Whoa, look how much I just straightened myself. It's a call to energetically stand up. Did you just do that too? Drop your shoulders and take a deep breath in, centering and calming yourself. So that's what we're going to do. And here are the prompts for you. This is how we are going to take the process, the application, the thoughts, the energy, the beliefs, the actions of how you signed your last client, copy paste, edit what we need, refine, all that good stuff. And then look ahead to use that to sign your next client. So I have a couple of questions for you. I want you to just think about your last client. So get a pen and paper if you want. Start to take some notes down. Think about your last client. Where did they come from? How did you call them in? What actions were you taking? So we are going to start with our actions. We do so much energetic and belief work around here, and that is actually where we're going to start initially. So, and we just do some free writing or just think about what was I doing? Where was I posting? Like, what are the actions I was taking? Great. And then I want to ask you this. You can pause me. You can keep flowing with me, whatever feels good. I want to ask you this. What were you thinking about, or believing rather? What were you believing about yourself, about your clients, and about your offer that created that pathway that guided them to say yes? Now, we're going to look at this all together. Those are the 2 pieces. What were the actions you were taking? And what were you believing about yourself, your clients, and your offer? Now, let's unpack this. Actions, great. Let's put that to the side for a moment. Your beliefs about yourself. Were you believing something like, I don't even want to put words in your mouth, but something like, I am so excited for my next client to come into my space? Were you believing something like, this offer isn't perfect? Like, in fact, I could really upgrade it, but it's really, really good for now. And I just feel really ready for my next client. And it doesn't really matter what the thought was. I'm not even asking you to find positive thoughts or like happy thoughts. You could have been like, I'm in the worst mood and yet I have energy for a beautiful new client and I'm having a hard week, but I can still sign clients. That could have been the energy that you came into this with. So we're not judging. We just want an awareness. what were you believing about yourself, your clients, and your offer when that client signed up? What that does is it helps us create a beautiful container that we can now look at and say, okay, out of these, there's 4 pieces now. Here are my actions and here are my beliefs about myself, my clients, my offers. Out of that, what was working really well? What do I want to do again? Did I like those beliefs that I was having about myself, about my clients, about my offer? Is there something I want to refine within the offer? Did I have really expansive, beautiful thoughts about myself within my business and about my clients? Like an example about a thought you might have about your clients is, my clients love paying me for my work. My clients get so excited and so activated to say yes to me. My clients know me, love me, trust me, get me. My clients come to me because I'm the one who can help them the most. Like, the support I'm able to give them is exactly what they need in this season, in this moment of their life. Those are some thoughts you might be having about your clients. You might be like, those were great. Thoughts about myself, ace. Thoughts about my clients, great. Thoughts about my offer, meh. Could update the offer, could refine it. We're going to look at that a little bit more in the next video in this series, just about actually refining specific pieces in your energy, in your capacity. But for now, you get to look at what you've written down and say, what of this worked really well and what didn't? What do I want to refine, upgrade, distill, release, burn to the ground, build back up, rework? Like, we could use a thesaurus for all of those words. What do I want to do the same? What do I want to do differently? And that is such a simple and such a powerful position to be in when you then go to take action from a really aligned place, with permission to be imperfect, with permission for it to be messy, with permission for you to be like, great, well, now I'm going to just see what works. Again, I've reflected, I've integrated the energy and the process of how I signed my last amazing client. And now I get to be like, here's what I was thinking and believing. Here is, you can even ask, what were the emotions and what was the energy that was created within my body, within my system, within the air around me from those beliefs? And then the actions that I took, and then the clients that came through from that. So I want to leave you with that. I want to leave you with that piece around, how can you integrate your process of signing your last client so that you can use it to sign your next client? And how good does that feel when the overwhelm has gone? Because you're like, this is my process. This is what I need to believe about myself. This is what I need to believe about my offer, about my clients. Then these are the beautiful actions that I take with that promise to yourself that whatever you were believing and however you were acting was enough to sign your last client. So if you just bring that with you from a newly integrated place, this is enough to sign the next client. And you get to do that knowing that you can always expand and deepen your belief, and that even 1% more belief in yourself today than yesterday is enough to sign your next client. And even actually, how is the belief that you have today within yourself, how is that enough to sign your next client? And if I want to create more belief, I can, because that's what I do. That's how I show up in my business. That's a belief for you, by the way. And that's what we've done today. So let me know in the comments how that landed. And you can even answer some of the questions in the comments, and I will be in there and I can help you out. And there are also some beautiful resources that I've linked in the description below this video to support you even more on your beautiful journey of really creating this awareness and really activating and expanding your own client creation pathway. So I hope that this has been helpful, and stay tuned for the next video where we get to really expand on this and do a little bit more work together.